Previously on Mowers and Blowers. That's the first time have the black wires out. Back end it. And if it does shut off, start these, shut it on. Only one cut the black wire. It'll hey guys. So I've ordered a new CDI and a new switch. Only because I'm determined to get this running. Because if I don't do that, it doesn't reliably run. Even if it does run, I'll ride it for a little while and it'll shut off. There's no point of having it if I'm not going to try to go ahead and fix it completely, reliably. So it wasn't bad. This and the new CDI box was a total of only $15. Okay, so I bought it. Then I was out here toying with it, and I noticed the wire coming from the brake. The two wires over here. When you disconnect it, it doesn't run at all. And the wire was barely hanging on with one little thread. And also, it's damaged over here. So maybe that was it. I'm going to try to connect these butt connectors really well and see if it reliably starts. Well, I've just completely ruined it now. Maybe if I touch these together, they'll make a circuit and I wouldn't need to connect them. So I just connected these two together and it does start. So this was just like a safety for this. If you connect them, you make the circuit. If it was disconnected, it wouldn't even crank. So watch this. I think it's a switch. It won't start, right? Look when I jingle this. It's this switch that's janky. It looks okay, but proof is in the pudding. It won't start unless I jingle this. This is the kill, run, kill, run. This is that switch. When I jingle it, it starts. Momentarily. But yeah, so I'm not even going to connect this. But it does need to be connected, otherwise it won't start. Like if I disconnected it, watch. It won't even crank. So this is the this is basically the push button starter circuit. So this has to be connected. I guess it doesn't have to be this long. I could just connect these two butt connectors over here. Connect these two together, and that'll be it. So now we'll just wait for the new CDI and the switch to come. Maybe then it'll reliably start and turn off. Can you believe it? 10 days to get this from California. It was the Christmas holidays, so they were really overflowed with a lot of packages. You know, from Santa. New ignition switch. It cost $9? It's exactly the same thing. It's identical. Identical. To the one over there. The CDI. $6.50? Again, these things are cheap enough that you can throw parts at it. Not to mention the fact that You got really no choice because you can't figure out the spaghetti. Identical to the one over there. So I'm just gonna put both of these things in. See if it reliably starts. First, we'll do the CDI. I've always been super curious if it's the CDI, because people say it's always the CDI. There it is right there. Push this clip down. Take out the harness plug. Five pin. It's exactly the same. This is the new one, right? The rubber is a little more stiff. All right, so let's see now if it starts reliably. Will it start when I want it to? Or was it the switch? Ready? On, let's go. Not looking good for the home team, fellas. It's cold today. Choke it. Changing the new CDI box. Hasn't stalled yet. Drove it around a little bit. Still running good. Maybe that was it. So it just ran for 45 seconds and it just stopped by itself. No reason why. Now it won't start. All right, So it probably wasn't the CDI. So now let's change the ignition, the start, stop, kill switch. So the switch has a wire that goes in here, and it's attached to two different plugs. A 2-pin one and a 4-pin one, I'm not sure. Just gonna disconnect those. These two right here. This is the new switch, as you can see, with 5 wires and 2 pins.
Did you get a 4-wheeler now?
I got it from Chris. Chris Dara.
Yeah.
It has like a tab here. Yeah, I think that's it. That doesn't start. Unbelievable. So it won't tighten here. Not that that's the reason, but it still bothers me. I don't know why it doesn't work. So just basically replaced everything on this damn quad, and still doesn't reliably start and well, it stops okay, but it doesn't reliably start. So there's this thing here. There's this tab there. I mean, unless there was a hole in the handlebars, you don't need that tab. You know, it's to prevent it from turning like it is doing now. But I don't have a hole in the bike, so I'm going to cut that tab off. Oh boy. That's it. Whoop. I don't know why it doesn't start. obviously I'm super disappointed because we've just thrown all kinds of parts at this thing. Thankfully, it's not a whole lot of money, and sometimes it runs. So when we got this, we had a replacement brand new wiring harness. We replaced the stator and pickup underneath that cover. We got a new carburetor and air filter. It's a new voltage regulator rectifier. We drained and cleaned the gas tank. Removed the safety switch for the tether thing. Disconnected the safety switch from the brake. Wired the rear tail lights. Replaced the magneto. Replaced the spark plug. Gave it an oil change. Put a new battery in. And today, new CDI. New kill control switch. Everything. Everything. We've changed everything. Thankfully, most of it was already new when Chris changed it. Then I finished it off with the stuff that hasn't been changed. Thankfully, it only cost him $30 and it cost me about $45, $50. And a lot of time waiting for these packages to come. Like I said, the parts are cheap enough to just throw parts at it. It doesn't reliably start. Still the same problem. I don't think there was anything wrong with the CDI or the switch. I just don't know what it is. So what do? Should I throw it away? I can only depend on you guys. You guys have seen the videos. You guys can tell me, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? What should I do? Leave it in the comments. But for now, I guess I'll keep it for a while.
Game over.
That's it. I'm just gonna throw it in the garage for the rest of the winter until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Sorry, but it's not always a success here at Mowers and Blowers. Sometimes we do have one of these head scratchers. Look, nobody would rather get this going than I would, all right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. We're done with this, because this thing is Donski! Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to bring you small engine content like this one. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe. You're subscribed.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe to it.
It's me. Hi. We need you to donate $1 or $2.
Hit the subscribe button. It's free.
We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.